Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. I'm Tristan. This episode is brought to you by my book, Pick It Up, Real Estate Prospecting, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles. Now, let's continue part 5, and we're going to go into LinkedIn today. LinkedIn has a lot of opportunities. There are some things that I want to start with. First, LinkedIn has an audience, a majority audience, 51% are between the ages of 25 and 34. That's nuts. That's crazy, because typically those people are professionals. They have some type of a degree. They're in the job world. They're looking for a job. They're in sales, something having to do with a profession. That's a big chunk of people. And this is why when you post up certain things on LinkedIn that connects with the professional, right, you get better results. But we'll talk about that. Number 2 is on this whole idea of LinkedIn. Make sure your profile is set correctly. Who are you? Fill it all out like LinkedIn wants, because if you type in your name right now on Google, if you want to do it on Safari or Google, wherever you are, type in your full name and then click search and then see what pops up. Typically, for most people, you're going to find that LinkedIn is in the top 3 or 4 of that search. That's crazy. That's how powerful LinkedIn is. And then the other thing, before I get into the 4 things you should be doing on LinkedIn, the other thing is, regardless of what social platform you're on, you've got to identify your audience. Who are you talking to? Because that will determine your message, right? And there's a big opportunity on LinkedIn because a lot of these people are professional. Okay, number 1, blog/newsletter. We have a newsletter already. It's a brilliant tribe. We've got about 5,000 or just under 5,000 subscribers already in our newsletter, specifically on LinkedIn. This is a big opportunity. If you love writing, if you've got a newsletter or you're thinking, I want to test it out, LinkedIn has a built-in feature here for newsletters. Find it and do it. This way, if people subscribe, because people will find it, and obviously post it up when you decide you want to write your first piece, post it up. People will subscribe, and every time you post up a new blog/newsletter, people that are already part of it will get notified. So that is a great feature, and we love that feature. That's number 1. Number 2, live videos. Live videos work really well. In fact, live videos work really well here for us and on Instagram. We've got a pretty decent audience on LinkedIn, but LinkedIn does a great job in notifying people, and they jump in and they watch and they ask questions. It's a great feature. In fact, if you haven't tried it and you know you want to go deeper on LinkedIn, this would be a big recommendation. That's my number 2, LinkedIn Live. Number 3, educational posts. Listen, whatever you are teaching, whatever you're great at, whatever your talents are, you need to teach more people on that, specifically on LinkedIn, because people are here to learn. People are here to see what others are doing when it comes to their business world, the sales part, right? The profession. They want to learn. That's one cool thing about LinkedIn. And so for that, I want you to be the person that goes on there and says, hey, this is how this works. Hey, this is what I think about this. And it all pertains to my world of business. This is what it looks like. Teach me something that I don't know. It's a great platform, very similar to YouTube in that. And number 4, last one. This is my favorite one because agents do this all the time. Well, you have a platform for this finally. It's where you show your awards, you show your what you're proud of. Like, I just got this listing. I'm just doing this open house. Or I represented this buyer. This is a place you actually do it and people care. I watch people do this all the time on LinkedIn and they get thousands of likes. But again, you have to be consistent long-term and you have to add that sincerity piece, right? That means you are the thing that differentiates the rest of everyone. No one can duplicate you. So put yourself out there a little bit more. And if you're going to choose LinkedIn as your main one, go in on those 4. Now, we'll talk about X next.